everyone, this is Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. Now, first of all, let me show you this seahorse. Now, it looks pretty bright, rather awful at the moment, but I'm going to tone these colors down. Now, I use this mold, the seahorse mold, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this mold. It's really cute and really nicely detailed. Now, I had poured this with JDiction's Resincrete some time ago, and I poured too thin and I had broken the tail, so I just dug it out recently and I glued the tail together, and I used alcohol inks. I just took some alcohol ink and a brush and I just went rainbow on this seahorse and a little gold on its fins and the eye. We'll have to fix the eye, but I have a technique that I've used before where I can really tone this color down, but they will still show through, and it's really, really pretty. Now, I've done this before on a dragonfly in a frame, and I can put that link in the description box. Now, I have this, it's pretty solid. It's plyboard. I'm not quite sure, but Miss April sent this to me from Dragons and Dresses Cressordium, and I had just removed the sticker. It left quite a mark there, but with the size of the seahorse, we'll be able to cover that up. So I guess we'll just start step by step and see how I'm going to make do. These are some cute little underwater molds, condiment molds that I did get from Temu, and we're going to be using that. And I have some clay. Now, this is Sculpey air dry modeling clay, and it's rather hard. I did have it in a sealed container. I think maybe with a little water added to it, we can soften this up a little bit. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give it a try. And then I pulled out some acrylic paints. We've got white, parrot blue, bright blue, and a turquoise, which I would think is an aqua. And I'm going to paint this board. First thing I'm going to do. But before I paint it, I want to put marks where I'm going to put my hanger. So I have these alligator hangers, and they come in a kit. There's quite a few in here. They're all the same size. They come with the screw backs, but for now I just want to see where I can center this piece on the back, and I don't really want to paint the back. If I can be neat about things, we'll just leave it blank. But for the time being, I'm going to go to the top here and just find center, make a mark, and just punch a couple of little holes here so I can see. And that's not the best ruler to see with. Try this one. Oh, I can see better with that. And I'm just going to find center here. We'll just go tip to tip. If I almost go tip to tip, that's 3.5. So that would be 1 1/4. I'm thinking, no, 1.5, 1 3/4 would be center. So if I mark center there, is this going to work for me? Come on, pen. Just give me a little mark. Okay, I can see it. I'm going to double check that. Tip to tip. So I measured wrong. 3 3/4. So that would be 1.5 is 3. Add 1/4 and 1/8. This should be center here. I'm just going to use that all. And I'm going to double check that. To the edge would be, yeah, about 1 7/8. And 1 7/8. So that is our center. That little mark there. I'm just going to bring my claw down. There's center of that. But I'm going to bring it up a little bit very carefully. Maybe I should make this, put this mark down here too so I can see. It's about there. I've got glare from the light. And I just want to make it straight across. So let's get this ruler back out. And there's my center. And that should be straight. Oops, just moved it. There's my center. It goes this way, actually. Center being there. I need a different marker. Here's a Sharpie. Oh, can I get that off? Come on. Well, that's not going to work. Here's another pen. Let's try this one. There we go, right about there. So I'll put a mark right in the center of that hole, the center of this hole, and I'm going to put the awl in that so I have a hole that I can see, and that'll be the start for our screw. I will take a little drill first of all before we attach that. But for the time being, I just want a mark. Okay, and I'm thinking about doing a resin top coat to seal everything in. So I can put this away for now. I want to work with that flat before I put the hooks on. So that's our back side. Here's our front side, which I'm going to cover with some paint. So now I haven't been well versed in ocean areas or painting oceans, but we just need to tint this wood a little bit. I'm thinking if I put the seahorse, that's pretty center. I'm just eyeballing it, making it look straight. You want to get the same distance between these areas, but the tail is preventing me from doing that. So if I make this look pretty centered there, that should work for me. So I wish I had a pencil handy, and I don't even have that handy. Gosh, do I see one? Do I see one? I see a white pencil. So I'm not quite sure where we're going to start changing color, but maybe a little tan here with a little sand. Come out here a ways. I might want to glue this down before I put all the other pieces on. Then come up maybe a dark blue this far. And then we can go into the aquamarine. This pencil's not working good, but the aquamarine about there. Come up with our light blue and then off into the white or very light blue. So let me take a chance on painting this area. And I did think about gesso, but I'm hoping the paint will work on here just fine without having to gesso everything. Okay, so there's, it's going to be, I didn't bring brown out. Brown. I don't want to go real big on the dark blue. A little bit of aqua. Okay, let's just give myself a little mark here. And I'm going to try to blend these in. as we go. So let me grab a tan. I do have some sand we can put on there, and that should work just fine. So I've got a bit of a tan color right here. This is a pale mocha. Probably should go a little darker with coffee latte or latte. This is old folk art here. Got a little bit of water, and I didn't put soap in my water. I normally do. And let's get started. I didn't grab a brush. I couldn't find my other palette, but here's a little palette right here. So let's get a little. This is pretty old. Most of mine are, but I'll use them up to the nitty-gritty. If I can get a pop stick in here. It's really almost empty. How deep can I go with that? Yeah, it's about done. But there's a bit there. That should be enough. Just to give it a little sandy area, and I should have covered the back. And let's go ahead and cover the back, because I should have done it in the first place. Ta-da! So contact paper or tape works really well. And I have scraps of contact paper under here. And if I have a big enough piece, we'll make it work. That's Cricut. That's too expensive to be using. Here. I save it all. Just save it all. Wasn't ready this time. I apologize. So I'm just going to cut this. Let's get it on. This will prevent the resin from running underneath the piece, because I really do believe I'm going to resin the top. If I can get this started. And scraps always come in handy for something. Oh goodness, get up. Here we go. Get this started. This is just regular contact paper from department store, Walmart, Amazon, whatever you have. Get it out. There we go. So, pardon the noise. It doesn't have to be the best shape. I just need something that's going to go on there and secure it. Let me pull it over a little more. Already have cat hair. Go figure. That's never a surprise. Not in this household. Just got a blade. Let me cut some of that off. Another piece on here. Will it work? Just going to patch it up. Because when I do the overpour on here, I'll have it setting up on a couple of plastic cups. So the bubbles really don't matter. I just want a good edge down. And this last piece should finish it up. I should have just put this one down first. Okay. Didn't even need that one. Nope. Never mind. Okay, I'm just going to break this down. Didn't even need that other layer. Get to the edges. For now. Okay, I'm just going to take my blade and trim this. If you wanted to, you could tape up the sides also, and you know, just have the resin on the top. How sharp is this blade, Billie? There we go. Hello everyone, I am back, oh my goodness, with this seahorse. It's been months, and I believe where I left off is all I needed to do was, I just made a little starfish and had a turtle here because I think it was lacking a little something. So I think we're just going to put those pieces there, and I'm going to glue all this down. And then we'll be ready to paint over this again. And we're going to tone it down. It'll be really pretty. I'm crossing my fingers. Just like the video I did on the dragonfly. Okay, so I'm just going to go with my, this is E6000 Premium. Need some paper. I've just got things thrown. So I guess what I want to do, get a coat, thin coat on him. I don't know how many of these little seahorses I did, different colors. They're so cute. Bedazzled them. Oh, come on, squeeze out. I've been having trouble with all my glue containers here lately. Glue won't come out. Get a stick real quick. Don't know what's on that, but we'll use it. This it's tacky and just stiff real easily. It's one of my favorite glues, I must say that. If I can hurry. Get some muscle here, Bill. Some there. Because remember, I broke this one, the tail. It's right here. The very tip of the tail is broke off. And I didn't want to toss it out. Let's see here. Let's see where I've missed. Hurry, hurry. If it oozes out, I can peel it away. That's what I like about this glue on with resin and other things. But I have to stand up. Oh, look, I missed that whole area. For goodness sakes. Geez, Billie. That's what I've been told. Geez, Billie. We're going for it. It should stick. And I should have made a mark. Or I should have made a mark where I want this. But I'm hitting my head on my lamp. We're eyeballing it. Just gonna eyeball it. I don't know what we need up here, if anything. You could always put a hook up there. Let's see. Move that. Here a bit, there a bit. It's not going anywhere. A little straighter that way. There. I think I've got glue there, but it's going to be painted on, so just wipe it. Get these down. Okay, corner from this to that. Oh, oops. Get the lid on it. Okay, I think we can go ahead and work on this while this is drying. I'm not too worried about it. If it doesn't look like a smart move, I'll stop. Oh, my stomach is just rumbling today. Okay, so what I need is to grab my Mayspring Dazzling Diamond. This is so beautiful. Okay, I'm all sticky. Let me get that out of the way. And I have it in my bottle here, but this is a water-based polyurethane for furniture, for wood, but it works great for me on resin, in resin, well, not in resin, on resin, and yeah, I like it. I like how it works out. So let me grab a cup over here. I've got a plastic cup. Oh, what did I use that for? Can't remember. It'll wash out. So I'm going to use quite a bit of this, I think. Got off to a good start, and then I'll know what I did before, okay? That's about a 1/4 inch up the cup. And I want it thick. And I want my spoon. That's not it. There it is. I don't know what's on there. Okay. This is so fine. Did I start recording again? Yes. Okay. Look at that. And it hopefully will just do a number on these bright colors. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, 2 heaping ones. Because it's going to be somewhat opaque. That's what I want to say. There's a hair. Kitty hair. If I have to do 2 coats, I will, but look at that. It's just varnish and dazzling diamonds, synthetic mica. Okay, let me get another piece of tissue here. My nose is still running. Apparently this crud I got is hanging on, and a lot of people have come down with it. So let's see. I'm just going to use this paintbrush. You're set to go. Why do you look crooked to me? I know you're not, because you should have been more on your tail that way. That's what it is. There. Okay. Let's start. Should we do a coat over the horse? Let's see. It might still be pretty bright. Let's see what happens there. Yes, it'll take a couple of coats, or I'll have to make it thicker. Maybe 3 coats. Oh gosh. I didn't want to add any white paint to this. But a few layers will tone it down. So I'm going to get to brushing this on. Okay. And I won't take 6 months to get back to you, I promise. Well, I've put, I think, 4 coats on here. It's quite silverishy, but I like how it did tone down those colors. That's what I wanted, but I'm not too sure about the sheen here. It's missing something. For one thing, I didn't do the edges. I still have contact paper back here, but I don't think I'm going to top coat it. But I think I'm going to take chrome markers. If they don't work, we'll do silver markers around the edge. And something's missing up here. So I'm going to add some pearls, some half pearls, and I'll show you what I'm going to do around the edge with that. And I think I'm going to call it good. So let's see. How are these going to work? I should have shook them ahead of time. My apologies. It shows me the tip sometimes. Which tip is that? Yes, that would be good. This is a big round one, I'm sure. Let's try this. So let me come right back. I gotta shake, shake, shake. Okay, let's see what happens. I have to say, within the last 3 days or so, I have been busting my rear. Trying to get these things finished. Pieces I have started and never finished. I have this projects in flat trays, and they're kind of stacked, and I want them out of here. I need to finish things. So let me get the bigger pen, I think. Let me go around here. I don't know if you can see that very well. Take most of this pen. I should have took silver paint, but let me get the bigger one. All right, stay tuned. I have some half pearls here. This is done. The sides are done. Still probably sticky. And for now, I thought I just want to place these just to give it some kind of a border. Now, I was just spacing these to see how it would look. Just like so. Look, yeah, look. Put your fingers in it, Bill. Oh, it never fails. Towels here. alcohol. I need to refill that. See if that'll take it. There. Boy. Happens a lot. You probably all know that. It happens. See, look at that. Touch wet paint. Quit touching wet paint. So, turn my dirty old pink mat over. Get it ruined and then throw it away. But, glue. Now, this is... I'm having a heck of a time with this lid. There's quite a bit of glue in there. This is a B7000, so let me move these pens out of the way. I'm going to just pop this top off of here because it's always clogged. It came out yesterday. It's all bent. Well, there's part of it still in there. Shoot. Didn't want that to happen. Hang on, I'll squeeze it like a pimple. I don't know if I can get that out. I probably really buggered it up now. Just take the sutures to it. I'm not getting it out. Shoot. Really don't need a lot. Let's see if I can get anything here. Oh, I am, for goodness sakes. How about that? But you have to really squeeze hard, I'm telling you right now. Ooh, squeezing. Damn it. Sorry. Fumbles. Stay. We'll try to put it on the wood first. Hold. Just to the edge. Alright, this will take me a bit again. Like I just said, put it on the wood. Okay. Let's take a break. I'll pause you a second. Okay, let me sit down again. I just, spaced them evenly just around the edge. I don't know what you think of that. And I thought, should I add more, like, on the sides? I'm just going to make it gaudier, I think. I'm not sure, but for the top, I wish I would have raised this closer to the top, and I had more space down here. I could have put a hook. So I'm thinking I have a few little tiny mirrors here. Well, that's not a mirror. I don't know where I got those from. Well, there's more. They're kind of cool. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's an odd shape. That must have come out of something. Can you see that? It's a light up there, but should I? Let's see. Put a mirror. That's an odd shape, but it fits. Got smaller ones and bigger ones, so that's the only option. What am I dropping now? So, I think because I have more pearls, more half pearls, I think I'm going to go ahead and just go all the way around and put the mirror on. Why not? Do I need to surround the mirror with anything? If I did tiny pearls, that'd be a little too much. I do have, we could really gaud it up. Look at this. I pull this out. cup chain. What if we just did that? A few more buttons or pearls. Yeah, I'm doing it. Don't know how functional it would be, but this is what I can think of that I have on hand. So I'm going to keep gluing, and when I come back, I think I might be working on getting the alligator clip on the back for hanging it. Okay? Until then, take good care. I like how these pearls turned out. I just did little intervals of 3s and 5s around the edges. And the mirror, I'm going to put it on. I am going to put on the mirror. So, I don't know what that came off of. But we won't resin over. I'm just going to go ahead and put this mirror down. This is going to give me a chance to open up this rest of this glue because it's about done. Just going to cut across the top. Well, there's still a lot of glue left. Look at that. But we won't waste it, but Billie will try to be neat. So let me get my fat tape. Where's my fat tape? Oh, there's my thinny tape. Oh, I know it's here close by. I just don't want to get it over and make a mess. Just to get the glue on. I cut a bunch of tape over here. Try to use it up. I mean, you know, more than once. And a little stick. Use this some more for something. Yeah, it's going yellow. Guess that's what it does. Pretty thick. I wasn't thinking I've got to do the cup chain. Let's get this on and we can start that. Okay, let's see what happens. I have to stand up because I'm going to eyeball this from above you here. Okay, here we go. Whoa, it's slippery. I'm going to try to go through. I'll look even here. There's the top. I think I've got to turn it a little more. Something like that. Now I need a toothpick and I'm going to try to cup chain around that. Finish that edge. I haven't done the cup chain for a while, but I do like it. I do like it a lot. Let's see. I just want to put this on a napkin or something here. And I could possibly use, let's see, I need my nippers. Probably tweezers. And I don't need those big nippers. Put that stuff up. Is it going to shift? Is it going to move? I think we're good. Now this is kind of a multicolor facets in there. Just have enough. Woohoo! All right. I threw out a bunch, or I put away a bunch of these mica sticks. You know, I'm going to make something out of these one of these days, and I don't know what. Let's take the tip off. Use that for gluing. Okay, so if I can get an angle here. And I do have a brighter light. I think I'm going to put it on. I did turn it off during this video because it was too bright. Let's see what it looks like. Is that going to be too much? Well, that's the light bar right there. Or if it's too glary, well, let's see. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it without it. Let's see. I'm going to start. Well, there's a... Starting this corner right here. And I'm going to go clockwise, counterclockwise. No, clockwise. Just get a little string of this. Yeah, let's start at this corner. Bring it as close as that mirror to it as I can. I don't have a bunch of glue glops. Whoop. I said I'm going to try, right? Yes, I'm trying. All right, let's see. Can we do it that way? I like tweezers. I think you have to have tweezers to do this. Take that little curve. And we'll have it set flat. Okie doke. And I'm just going to go around. Am I recording? Yes. See, I think I'm getting ahead of the game here. I've been wanting to just go gung-ho, and I need to go gung-ho because I have a lot of computer work to do and editing to do, and I seem to put that off to this back burner. I've got 2 reviews to do coming up for Resiners, and like I said, just try to finish what I started, and then I started something new with pipe cleaners, and I want to do a video of that. That's one I think you'll like. Gosh, I just keep smearing this. Quit. Get it on top of the little stones and they won't shine. Billie, get one more in. Yes, I will. Do it that way. All right, let me try to clean this off. And my fingers. Alcohol, alcohol. I have a bunch of stuff on the other side of my desk here, just like thrown out in a heap. I don't know if I should work on it or keep with the plan. Keep with the plan, Billie. Just keep with the plan. I have to pull that when it's dry. Oh, here we go. It's coming off. We'll get the tweezers in there. It's kind of a rough curve. Rough curve. Okay, I'll get that off. I'm going to go ahead. Everything still needs to dry really well overnight, but I can get these. Oh, there they are. Alligator hooks on. So let me just show you what that is. And I'll find the top center. It's just these. This is a nice kit. They're all the same length. What I like about them is they have screws, not those little tiny nails that don't hold bugger all. So I'll be putting one of these on, and I will take some glamour shots and show you how it turns out. Hopefully somebody might have this kind of taste. I don't know. I think it'll be all right. It's different. Pretty in a funky bathroom. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Take good care until the next video. And I think, what am I going to do with that? I think I have like 4 different options going down the list. So I'll see you then. Take good care, everyone. Big hugs. Love you. Bye.